Good morning and welcome to the student view of taking a test in SchoolNet. So students are going to log into SchoolNet through their NCEd cloud. Once they log in, they will scroll down to find the red icon that has a white house, and they will click that, and then they should see a screen that looks like this. To take an assessment, they're going to see this Take a Test widget right here, and all they have to do is enter the passcode that would be provided by the teacher and hit Go. Then it is going to say the title of the test, and it's going to show the class that this is assigned to. So all students have to do is click Start Your Test, and it is then going to launch the test nav. It's going to tell the students that there are a certain number of questions on the test. Make sure that it says their name and that it says the correct title of the assessment, just to make sure they're not using an old passcode, and then click Start Test Now. It will then tell them what question they are on. It will show the assessment. If they have accommodations turned on, those will be located in the right-hand screen. They would click that, and then that's where the accommodations would appear. They can bookmark a question if they need to come back to it. This option is an answer eliminator, and this is just a pointer. But if they know that the answer is not A, they can mark that out and go through as they process the questions, but they will need to click back onto the pointer to make their selection. And then they can click the blue button to continue. They will work through each question on the assessment, and you can see another option has popped up, which is a notepad, which allows them to take notes. If they want to leave themselves a note, they can, and they would go back through taking the assessment. If a student skips a question, they can click Review, and it's going to tell them which ones they bookmarked. It's also going to tell them how many they have not answered, so they cannot submit the test without completing those. So they would go see that they have submitted that one. It's going to tell them that they have reached the end of the assessment. They can click the review button here if they want to go back to a question. So I can see that I had a bookmark on a question, so I can go back, view that question, and then decide, yes, that is the one that I wanted to do. So I can click review again and click end of test. Then I can submit final answers since I see that I have answered all of the questions. It's going to say submission, and depending on the teacher's settings that they set up, it will either tell them their score, or it will say that you have submitted successfully and you may close the window if the teacher chose to hide the score. But it'll tell them how many were correct, how many were incorrect, what my score was, and then I can close this window and it'll take me back here. That is the student view of how to take an assessment in SchoolNet.